afternoon. We're here at Malley Academy where a press conference is going to take place. Head Coach Malley will be answering questions about homeschool. Let's go live.
Good morning and welcome to this press conference here at Malley Acatemy. There's been some questions and speculation about our organization, and so I have called this press conference to be able to explain further how our organization works. So I will open the floor to questions at this time. Questions on the floor? Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
How do your kids not fight all the time?
Now that is a common question. Kids are prone to fighting. That seems to be universal. They will always fight to some degree, but we have found here at Malley Academy that as the kids began to homeschool, there was a sharp decrease in the amount of fighting in our family. Before, there would be a fight within 2 to 3 minutes of people arriving home from school. But once we started homeschooling, it really fostered an atmosphere of teamwork and being on the same side and working together. Also, has strengthened the bond of friendship. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
How do you keep your house clean?
Keeping a house clean is something that requires constant vigilance. But before homeschooling here at the Malley Academy, the bulk of the housework fell to me as the head coach. But now that everyone is home together, we're able to divide that work amongst everybody. So everybody has a role and everybody plays a part. And together we're able to keep the house very tidy. We have morning jobs like unloading the dishwasher, sweeping the floor, clean and clear the table, doing dishes. And once those things are done, then we move into our regular chores, things like vacuuming and cleaning bathrooms and dusting. So everybody is an integral player on this team and has a part in keeping the house tidy. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
How do you homeschool so many kids of different levels at the same time?
Before this season, I was also concerned about that, but we have found that it has not been an issue at all. We begin our day together with breakfast and chores and scripture study, and then we divide into different subjects. We're all together in the same room, the same table, but I can start my oldest on math or a different subject that's independent that he's able to do on his own, but I'm there to ask questions of and give guidance, while I help some of our JV players with things that require more one-on-one time. And we just kind of bounce back and forth between subjects that require a lot of my help as head coach versus things that both the varsity players can help the JV players with. We manage that accordingly. Yes, sir.
What are your homeschooling plans for the future?
Well, we take it one season at a time. If we find that things aren't being successful or if changes need to be made along the way, we address those. So we take it on a year-by-year basis, but it's been going really well the last 3 years. So it looks as though we will continue on this path for the foreseeable future. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
Are you worried that Gogurt will be cut from the budget?
There has been some talk about budget cuts and how it will affect the Gogurts. But we're confident that as we appropriate the funds and make some adjustments, there will continue to be funding for the Gogurts. Sir.
Why did you say no to the Gogurts?
I did say no to the Gogurts occasionally. My philosophy with Gogurts is there's a time and a place for Gogurts, and it's not always the time or the place. Tough but fair. Yes.
Do you feel like Gogurts were important in today's success?
Gogurts are definitely a factor in our success. I would not attribute all of our success to Gogurts, but they do play an important role in the success of our homeschooling. Yes.
How do you factor in Gogurts in your teaching strategy?
Understanding the time and place for Gogurts is important, but there is also both motivation and reward to be found in a Gogurt, and I try to use those to our advantage. Any other questions this time? Thank you for joining us in our press conference today at Malley Academy. Have a great day.